Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, Clarendon Police intensify patrols post-Hurricane Beryl. Territorial Officer for the Clarendon Police Division, Deputy Superintendent Owen Brown, says that the police have been maintaining a high visibility since the passage of Hurricane Beryl. The parish was significantly affected by the hurricane, resulting in larger sections being without electricity, water, and the telecommunication services. Officers attached to the Exeter Police Station have been relocated to the Lionel Town Station after the building lost its roof during the storm. DSP Brown said there are regular patrols, particularly in those areas still without electricity.
Where we use our beacon light to spread as wide as we possibly can. We have ramped up our both foot and mobile patrols in the space, so we know that persons will want to use the shade of darkness to carry out their acts of criminality. But it's good to say that we have not seen an increase.
Two bad charged with a 2019 murder alleged the shooting of 3 others. A man who allegedly shot 4 people at a shop in Waterford, Portmore, one of them fatally, in 2019, is now facing a slew of charges in relation to the incident. Charged is 28-year-old Sian Hamilton, otherwise called Tubad, a laborer of Fagan Avenue, Grants Pen, Kingston 8. Hamilton is charged with the murder of 18-year-old Alexander Walker, otherwise called Max, also a laborer of Granville Road in the community. Hamilton is also charged with wounding with intent, possession of prohibited weapon, and unauthorized possession of ammunition. Reports are that about 8:40 p.m. on Monday, June 3, 2019, the now deceased along with 2 other men and a woman were at a shop when they were pounced upon by Hamilton and another gunman who were traveling on foot. It is alleged that Hamilton and his accomplice then opened a fire, hitting all 4 individuals. A report was made to the police and the injured individuals were taken to hospital where Walker was pronounced dead and the others were admitted for treatment. The police said Hamilton was arrested following an investigation. He was charged after he underwent a question and answer session in the presence of his attorney. The police are still seeking Hamilton's accomplice. Man shot and killed at home in Greater Portmore. The Portmore police in the St. Catharines South Division have launched an investigation into the murder of a 31-year-old man in the parish on Sunday night. The dead man has been identified as Nathaniel Watt of 2 West Greater Portmore, St. Catherine. About 3:45 p.m., Watt was reportedly shot and killed at home. The police were summoned and the body was observed with gunshot wounds. The Portmore Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the incident. NWC working to get water to residents still without. The National Water Commission says it is ramping up its efforts to ensure communities currently without potable water receive the commodity in the coming days. The agency says it has been increasing its trucking of water, particularly in Clarendon, Manchester, and the St. Elizabeth. Acting NWC Communication Manager Delano Williams says more systems are coming on stream to quickly get water to residents.
We have been working assiduously in the area, so one of the things we've been doing is to actively truck water to a number of the tanks in southern Clarendon. Our team since last week would have been working between Portland Cottage, Mitchelltown, Rocky Point, Shearers Heights, and their surroundings. Now, in particular, there are 2 systems that supply that immediate area. Our Newtown system and as of yesterday, our Kempshill system. Both are now in operation. It means though that the system is recharging, as in the pipes are filling up with water for us to distribute to customers. For the most part, Mitchelltown is being served more regularly. We are, however, checking the various roads to ensure that if there are any breaks or if there are any blockages along the network.
Maypen Mayor calls for National Drain Maintenance Program. Chairman of the Clarendon Municipal Corporation, Joel Williams, has called for a national drain maintenance program to ensure the continued viability of drains across the country. Councillor Williams, who is also mayor of Maypen, said the drains in the town are outdated and some are in need of repairs. Mayor Williams said a coordinated and sustained program to attend to the drains is needed.
That is going to help us to build out these drains and to enable them to carry the volume of water that we are now having. Because prior to, I would say the last 20-15 years ago, where houses are now being built, you would not have houses in those areas. Well, I'm expecting that based on the fact that this year we are expecting it to be a very active season. I am expecting that we were not expecting it so early, but based on what has happened, I'm expecting that the government will now look at its budget and drain cleaning in the next couple of months will have to become a priority.
Criminal Record Office undergoes a major upgrade. Members of the public who use the services of the Forces Criminal Records Office will notice significant changes as of Monday, July 22. The online-based police certificate application management system has undergone major upgrades to streamline the user experience and give users greater control of the application process, police said in a release on Monday. Starting Monday, applicants will be able to amend their appointment dates, edit uploaded photographs, make corrections to incorrect data upon approval. Employers, embassies, consulates, high commissions, and other users of police certificates will also see changes as the security features have been updated. The new features have already been communicated to major stakeholders, the Police High Command stated in a release. All previously scheduled appointment dates remain relevant, and the previously issued certificates will maintain validity up until their expiration date. The Jamaica Constabulary Force remains committed to providing high-quality service to the public and stands ready to address any issues or concerns. The Criminal Records Office, which was recently included in the Force's expanded certification under the ISO 9001-2015 standard, may be contacted at 876-922-3221. SSL clients urged to submit claims to new trustee. Clients still owed at the Fraud Hate Stocks and Securities Limited are being asked to submit their proof of claim to the office of the new trustee, Cadian Campbell. In a notice to SSL clients on Friday, creditors and the claimants were told that a mandatory proof of claim is required on or before July 26. SSL says that the claims should be submitted with a valid government-issued ID, TRN, along with the client's banking information and the supporting documentation for claim. The notice says the current claims will likely be linked to client accounts with claims by unaffected trust claimants, that is, off-balance sheet liability for managed portfolio. The call for claims will also include those made by affected trust claimants or contingent creditors. That group is linked to accounts affected by the alleged fraud. SSL says the other groups of clients would relate to other forms of claims and not to client accounts. The firm, which is executing a court-supervised winding up and bankruptcy exercise, says it is mandatory for client accounts to be updated. SSL directors appointed Cadian Campbell as a trustee on January 16, 2023 to pursue a reorganization of the company through voluntary winding up under the Companies Act. Mr. Campbell, however, officially took up the role at the end of May 2024 after the Supreme Court shut down a suit by the Financial Services Commission, which took up temporary management of SSL. The FSC sued SSL and Mr. Campbell last year, claiming that his appointment was in breach of directives and an attempt to frustrate the investigation into the multi-billion-dollar fraud. The court also terminated the appointment of Kenneth Tomlinson as a temporary manager of SSL. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.